Good evening, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. It's SusieQue96 with Sweepin the Dirt. Little bit of metal detecting, chitting, chatting. Whoops, that almost sounded like a bad word. Uh, anyway, welcome to Wacky Wednesday, and boy, it has been a wacky Wednesday. I went from being sick to feeling good to feeling sick to feeling good. And somehow I managed to get here. Sir Benji's in the house, but Silver Slinky was here first. And then Mike Shalise came in, and then Sir Benji came in, and somebody else that's ghosting came in. And while I do know this is it's Mikey. Oh, you didn't even let me ask you first. Doggone it, Mikey. And I even made new commands. I'll catch you yet, Mikey. This is the one that Mark Thomas created, the original Mikey command. And we'll see if the Nightbot wakes up. There, see? You're supposed to wait, Mikey, so I can at least get a chance to hit the Mikey button. But we have new Mikey buttons now. Let me show you the new ones. Because we all know he's going to tell us anyway. So we figured we might as well cash in on it. I haven't even tested them to see if they work yet, so we'll test them out now. There's the Mikey breakfast command. It worked. That's good. And we have the Mikey lunch command. Like I said, since we know he's going to tell us anyway, we might as well cash it. So we have the whole set now of Mikey commands. Oh my gosh, Sir Benji's at his granddaughter's softball game and he's sneaked in here to the metal detecting show. Anyway, I know it's a metal detecting show, but I got to tell y'all, I did go back to the bank today, and the lady that wanted me to bring the $4.50 back wasn't there. But I did take back about $100 worth of change, and I got us a new box of pennies. So we will be searching some pennies over the next week while we're doing the sign-ins for the Endo-May gift away. And I did use a little bit of that money, even though I really couldn't afford to, but I went and got some more cardboard folder coin holders because I was out of everything except dollar ones, and I never get dollar coins, so I use those to put tokens and odd things in. But I got some penny ones and, you know, nickels, dimes, quarters, $50, so I can start cleaning this mess on my desk up. But yeah, I got us a penny box today. What I have here under the scope is something I picked up at a park a while back, and it was in, there's another piece to it, but I don't know what happened to the other piece. But you could sort of see little bits of some kind of pattern or design. But what intrigues me about it, I mean, it is encrusted with red clay, but you see all these little sparkly gold looking things? I don't know what this is. So I think I'm gonna end up putting it and see there's something, some kind of little swirly designs and things right here. I have no idea what this is. It is so encrusted. So I think I'm going to end up putting it in my little tiny, what I call the mini ugly box. It's just a real tiny little electrolysis thing and see if I could figure out what this is, because it's, like I said, it's still covered with dirt. I don't really know. And these holes, you know, it has some holes in it. I don't know what it is. It's something weird. They won the first game and you tied too. Hey, Dennis. So anyway, this is a strange detecting find that I cannot figure out what I've got. But I think, I mean, I can see pattern on it. I just don't know what it is. We're going to have to figure it out. But I think there are more of these holes in it, and it's some kind of filigree thing. Like I think this right here may be another hole. I'm not sure. Yep. I probably should be using a wooden toothpick instead of, yeah, because that one's actually got a piece of root attached to it. But I don't know what this thing is. It is definitely strange. But my interest in it is because it rang up like it was gold. And it does have little gold flakies in it. I don't know what it is, but that's a good question, Warner. Let me go grab a magnet real quick, and by golly, we'll find out. I found this a long time ago, and I just happened to run across it today. Let's see what happens. No, the magnet is not sticking to it. So there you go. It is not sticking to the magnet at all. So, all right, Benji, thank you for coming in. I hope your granddaughter's team kicks butt and takes names. Woohoo! Go kids. So no, Warner, it does not react to a magnet. So I guess I'm going to have to try and clean it up a little. At least see if I can get a clean edge. Maybe I will. Yeah, see, here's the edge. It's not in focus very good, but I'm holding it in my hand, standing it. See all those little chunkies? I don't know. These are some of the mysteries that we end up with when we metal detect. But yeah, it is not magnetic. It does appear, at least on one side, to have some little design of some type. It's kind of fragile. There, like I said, it was bigger, and I remember another piece broke off of it. Ain't that something? So don't know what that is, but we got one. Okay, let's start off tonight with the never-ending saga of Susie's Simplex. Those of you who were here, I don't think it's lead. It does not feel like lead. It did not ring up like lead. I'm not sure what it is, but it definitely didn't ring up like lead. So I'm going to try and clean it up a little better. See if I can get a better glimpse of the design that's on there, and maybe do a scratch test on it. Don't know. It's a something, something, something. Okay, so anyway, those of you who were here last week, we kind of went through the what is the procedure? Looked like the rusted rest of a once gilded costume jewelry, but not rusted. So maybe another non-ferrous metal zinc. Yeah, see, I kind of thought it was some type of costume jewelry part as well. There's nothing on it that's rust. That color is from our soil, our red clay soil. It's not rust. There's no rust on it at all. I'm going to see if I can find the other piece. But yeah, it's just an interesting thing that makes you go, ah. So anyway, last week I went to the technical support area of for my Nocta simplex detector, because I have a little crack in the plastic. It apparently is not actually in the screen. It's just in the plastic that covers the screen. So that's good news because it is. So anyway, I filled out the form, and I'm going to tell y'all what happened after I filled out the form. Once I filled it out, it says 1 or 2 days for them to respond. Well, yeah, exactly, Warner. And it did not. There's no reaction to the magnet at all. So, anyway, I filled the form out and waited 2 days, nothing happened. Waited 3 days, nothing happened. On the 4th, and I also sent the photos of the crack to the listed email. So on day 4, I got an email back telling me to send better photos or send clear photos. Well, I had already sent as clear photos as I could get for somebody that's kind of visually impaired. So I wrote the guy back. I said, look, I already sent the photos. So we sent the photos along. And then, look, I already sent the photos. Hang on. I'm having problems with this YouTube photos thing. I got to turn the sound off. There we go. It's echoing back into my StreamYard. So, exactly, Warner. That's why I was checking into fixing it, because it is not waterproof once that protective thing is cracked. So I thought, okay, let me see how much this is going to cost. Now, bear in mind, this is a $250 detector, and then I have added other accessories to it. But the actual detector itself sells for about $250 US. So there becomes the question, is it worth repairing? Knowing that it is no longer waterproof with this crack in it. I don't take it in the water anyway, but the reason I wanted the waterproof was if I got caught in the rain or in case of an emergency, that kind of stuff. So, the guy emailed me back on day 4 and asked me to send better pictures. And granted, the pictures I sent were not the best. However, if I, with my impaired vision, can clearly see the crack, my question was, why can't this guy? So I sent the pictures again with a markup around the crack, a little arrow pointing, here's the crack, dude, right here, So he wrote me back and told me my machine wasn't under warranty. Well, I knew it wasn't under warranty when I sent that in. That's why I asked him for an estimate, because if it's under warranty, I wouldn't need an estimate, they'd just fix it. So after much going back and forth, here's what I found out. And y'all know I love my Simplex, but if I had thought about it, I might not have bought it, because this is a $10 part that needs replaced. He told me it's $10 to replace the plastic, but it's $65 an hour for him to do it. Plus, I have to pay the postage both ways to send the machine halfway across the United States, which the postage is approximately $20 to $25, if I remember correctly, from what it cost me when I purchased the machine. So, that being said, you start adding all that up, and it's a minimum of an hour to fix, so there's 65. Then there's $10 for the little piece of plastic, so there's $75. There's another $50 in shipping and handling. So now we're up to $125 to fix a ½ inch crack in a piece of plastic on a machine that I paid $236, something like that. So we're basically over half, or at half the cost of the machine. So that gives me the question now, do I want to spend that much money to fix a crack? On the negative side, that's a lot of money I don't really have. And on the positive side, I have the other 2 coils for the machine. I'm just going to stick something under here for right now. I have the other 2 coils for that machine. So, and an extra shaft. So I'm stuck between the rock and the hard place. I really don't have the money to fix it. It's not under warranty. It's going to cost me half what the machine is worth to repair a little piece of plastic. So my dilemma now is, do I just keep using it as it is until it breaks? You know, until at some point moisture from humidity or whatever gets in there and it just quits working? Is it worth fixing? So leave your comments. Let me know what you would do if you were low income and you were faced with having to pay half what the machine is worth to fix. Well, here's what I have done is I've always had a piece of the screen protecting stuff that you use on cell phones over my screen. So I think what I'm going to do is replace that with a new piece and just keep using the machine the way it is, because I can't afford that. But it's something to consider when you are purchasing a machine, is if something happens to your machine, like happened to mine, my own stupidity, I put it behind the door. Somebody came in, opened the door, smacked into the detector and put a little crack in it. My bad. I did it. By putting it there. But it is something to take into consideration. how long is your warranty when you're buying a new machine? How long is the warranty? What will the warranty cover? And once your machine goes out of warranty, what are these repairs going to cost you? Hey, Doug, what are the repairs going to cost you once your machine is out of warranty? Because I don't know that it's worth it. Hi, Carla. I don't know that it's worth it to me to spend that kind of money on an entry level, mid-range level machine. I love the machine. Everybody knows I've talked and talked and talked about how much I love that simplex. But I don't know that I love it enough to spend that much money to replace a $10 piece of plastic. And I have talked to a couple people that work on cell phones and other types of electronics that have similar little plastic screens on them. And they have all told me that this is a 10-minute job. A 10-minute job. So I don't think I'm going to get it fixed. I think I'm just going to go get another one of those clear plastic cell phone screen protector things, cut it to fit like I did the last one, slap it, make sure it's really clean, and slap another one on there and just keep using the machine until it quits. So that's the end of the saga of Will Susie Fix the Simplex. Based on that, I just thought the labor charge was very high, especially after talking to people and finding out that it's actually a 10-minute job. So this is the first time I have ever been disappointed with anything from that company. They've always been super duper. Yeah, I understand that is the 1 hour is the minimum fee, but I don't necessarily agree with that, because I would just like to see companies making a better effort to help their constituents, their subscribers, their customers, their clients, whatever you want to call them. Especially if you are a company not based in the United States and you are doing business in the United States, I'd take that extra step of maybe a half-hour fee. Yeah, because this is basically pop the piece of plastic out, pop the other piece back in, you're done. There's no electronics work, there's no soldering, there's none of that. It's just a little piece of plastic. And, I guess some people would say, oh, that's not expensive, but I live on Social Security. I don't know if there's an equivalent of that in Germany, but my entire monthly income is $800 a month. So the chances of Susie Simplex spending $150 to repair a $225 machine are not a zero zip zilch. Not gonna happen, because I prefer to have money for food. So that ends that saga. We will not be sending it back for repair. Now, here's another viable option. We're going to switch over to tonight's state that I am featuring some metal detectors from. And tonight we're going to Colorado. And while I was doing my homework for Colorado, I had something very interesting happen. I was going through people I'm subscribed to, and because I haven't been to everybody's channels lately, and lo and behold, I ended up on a channel I am subscribed to. I gotta stop this real quick. Channel called 5280 Adventures. And lo and behold, I ran into this. Let me see if I can pull this up here. We're also going to look at some of his detecting, but I found this. Pull it up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I lost it again. It'll be back in a minute. I lost it. There we go. All right. Let me get this bigger and badder and get over here. Start it back at the beginning. Oh, come on, Suze. I hate when I hit the wrong buttons. It's so hard for me to get back.
Got a very...
All right. Hopefully I got it now. Where's my sound? Oh, come on.
About it right now. All right, well, good morning and welcome back to 5280 Adventures. My name is Tony. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Today's going to be a very exciting video for the channel here. We're going to be doing a milestone subscriber giveaway. And I tell you, it's been a long journey.
He's giving away a simplex Saturday night
years ago, and I can tell you,
over at 5280.
Meeting a lot of new people out in the community. And when I started the channel, I really set this subscriber goal for a certain
I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time because I want to actually show one of his detecting videos. But he is in Colorado. And when I went to pick the video, I found this. He is giving away a simplex. So
1 mile is exactly
there we go.
280 feet.
I have entered in that.
5280 Adventures because our adventures are out here in Colorado. So the milestone that I set for the channel itself.
Now I got to actually get to the video I wanted to show you, but yeah, check out 5280 Adventures, and you might win a simplex this Saturday night. So you got to get over there and comment and do all the groovy things that you need to do to get in there. A lot of people have already done so. Now let me go find the video I wanted to show you real quick. Because there was one that I just saw from a month ago. They have in their area a Civil War era cavalry camp. And this is not an old video. This is pretty new, actually. If I could just hit the right buttons. I gotta go back. Doggone it. All right, here we go. see if I can get this up.
Well, good morning, you. Back. This is 52 Adventures. My name's Tony. Thank you so much for coming by, guys.
There's Tony.
It's been a little bit. This is our first hunt for 2022. We've been so looking forward to getting out. The weather's finally cooperating out here in Colorado, as well as the ground.
Let's see what he's digging up here at the cavalry camp. He's using a Garrett Apex. They have the most interesting sound.
I'm a jumpy. It sounded better once I did the video.
I really like the sound of that machine. Oh, I know. I love my detector, Warner. I do. I love my simplex. I just can't afford to fix something like that.
See it right there.
So it's just something for people to consider, especially if you're low dough like I am. When you're buying, how long is it in warranty and what's going to happen if you need to fix it.
I got a bullet.
Okay, you got a bullet. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I like what he does in this video.
Star carbine. So this is our button house. And if you watched a couple of years ago, we've been out here so many times pulling these
let you see what he does here.
General service buttons. This was a camp at one time for the cavalry, and we thought we'd stop by right now before this growth starts to happen. And I'm back in here on my hands.
He doesn't just tell you about this bullet. He tells you about the gun it came from. He has a very cool little history thing in here.
Single shot.
Very well done video.
Design in 1958.
I did know that there were cavalry camps in Colorado because I did a lot of Civil War research back in the 90s. Anyway, y'all go check out Tony. He's got some incredibly cool stuff on his channel. As of late, he has even been over in Great Britain doing some stuff with some people on the BBC. So pretty awesome. And like I said, get over there. You got a chance to sign up to win a simplex, new in the box. So he's going to be giving that away on the 14th. Head on over. Now I have one more Colorado. Oh, excuse me. I got the hiccups. I hate it when I get the hiccups. I got one more Colorado. Well, this guy is nuts. I mean, I laugh every time I watch his stuff.
I think I just grabbed.
Let me get him stopped here. And we'll start over. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, sometimes you have channels that have similar names. And this is one of those cases where I have two people who have very similar channel names, but they are not the same. They are not the same person. There is Can You Dig It? And then there is Can You Dig It Metal Detecting. Now this is Can You Dig It Metal Detecting, which is a channel out of Colorado, our featured night. This guy is so funny, and so is his wife. They crack me up. I wish I was having as much fun as these people seem to be having when they are out detecting. You just got to watch a couple of clips of these guys. They are hysterical. Now, this is the very beginning of the video, folks.
Wait for it. Oh.
I think I just crapped myself. Take me down to the bed and city with the chicks on. I got big boobies. Oh, won't you please take me? Oh, yeah. I know. I'm trying to cover you. I'm trying to protect you from the wind. Because you know what? I live in Colorado and it likes to blow 60 miles a mile. It didn't actually blow this hard all day until I got off work. At the end of the day, because look, it's about to get dark. It's not enough time for a long intro. And it was like, you know what? That dude's about to start metal detecting again. You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna blow his fleet ass away. That's what I'm saying.
there is a little
I'm gonna go over that
language
tree.
in
All
it.
the kids that walk out of the school, they go huddle by that tree, and this I might just go right here. Screw it. What do I got to lose? 22-minute live digger aqua shooter. You're damn right. Now I'm gonna put my hoodie up because I didn't put the wind. Yeah, but I just had a tone here when I fired as a booster. Right.
I just have to show you at least one dig, because no matter what he finds, it's an event, folks.
What's wrong with it, bro? I'm not freaking scared of it. What's going on? It's right here. I got it. Watch this. You guys ready for the freaking noise? What is it gonna be? These little kids are out here getting freaking hammered. Oh, it's O'Doul. That's all right. You know, it's not alcoholics. So I understand why they're drinking it. These freaking little kids are nasty. Damn them. Hey, geez.
Okay, that's all I can run of him right now. But y'all need to go watch some of their videos. You will laugh so hard. But they are serious detectorists. They're finding real stuff. But the narratives are a riot. They are hysterically funny. I will put the links in the description of this live stream so you can go check that out. I laughed so hard watching that video that about 15 minutes in, I realized I had tears rolling down my cheeks just laughing at the ongoing commentary. They are an absolute trip. Now, you've got two totally different types of detecting going on there. You had the serious Civil War relic thing going on with 5280, and then you had the absolute almost slapstick comedy of Can You Dig It metal detecting. You can dig just about anything metal detecting. Well, he went on the spur of the moment, Warner, on his bicycle for this particular video. Most of them aren't that way, but he got out of work late, wanted to run down there, and just grabbed his phone and his detector and jumped on his bicycle. So that was part of what was going on with the camera. And you will see that in some of my videos when I have made a quick stop. The other day, I went down to the local park. I hadn't planned on doing what I did, but I went down there to meet a friend of mine to detect. I forgot my shovel. I forgot my GoPro. So I ended up filming with my iPhone. I had nothing to hold the iPhone. So, okay, now see, there's two different Can You Dig It? There's Can You Dig It, and then there's Can You Dig It metal detecting. So I just want to make that clear. That's like there is a channel called the Metal Detecting Channel, which comes from England, and then there's a channel called Metal Detecting Channel, which is a real out of Florida, who changed his name intentionally to make it sound like he was in the other guy's channel. It just wasn't a cool thing. But yeah, you've got channels. Yeah, he is Juice. He sure is, isn't he? Oh, that guy is so funny. But anyway, there you go. Whose live stream is he going to be on? Yeah, exactly. There's Can You Dig It, Dawn and Shelley. That's another one. Whose live stream is he going to be in, Mark? And can you round us up a link for that? When I lived in Washington State, once in a while I would find dud torpedoes on the beaches of the Hood Canal that were used for practice. Yeah, that's what I thought. If you look, Mark, at the top of the YouTube, I have a link pinned for tonight, and it is, in fact, the link to Jersey Ray, because they're going to have some kind of hot sauce, hot pepper challenge thing over there tonight at 7:30 Eastern. In fact, I've got it. I don't know if I still have that saved or not, but let me, yeah. See, I was a little bit ahead of you there. Sometimes I'm actually alert, Mark. Gotcha, buddy. Yeah, Jersey Ray and I discussed this last week. Rachel and I have been overlapping each other for a couple of weeks now. So I decided to cut my show at 7:15, and she's going to go, instead of going on at 7, she's going on at 7:30. So we're kind of working together where, unless something really big is going on, I will be logging off at 7:15. Everybody will have a chance to go and get them a drink or smoke or whatever they need to do, and pop into Jersey Ray's at 7:30 and pick right back up. So there you go. You want to see this guy? He'll be over there at 7:30. Ooh, I did it right for a change. You were just testing me, my butt. Sometimes I actually do get it right. I had all my links all saved and ready to go tonight. And those of you who missed it earlier, I was in a really crappy mood this morning because I needed to go do my errands and my car broke, would not start. And I wanted to get to the bank and I wanted to do all these things. And I had to wait for somebody to come and jumpstart my car. And so I was going through some more error coins. I logged on and was doing some error coins. And I had a special visitor come into my stream. He could be lurking here for all I know right now. But my older brother came in. Now, he is not a coin guy at all. He does once in a while tune in on my metal detecting things. He's the one that I got the bounty hunter from, that vintage bounty hunter that I'm going to do some stuff with. But yeah, he came in my coin stream this morning, and all of a sudden I looked over and there was a thing that says, "Hi, sis." and my brother was here. So it really cheered me up, and I've been able to kind of throw off my bad mood, get a little more, in a little better mood. And so then I started working on my show. Dud ammo thing is the problem in a lot of woods in Germany. Nobody needs the recommended action that follows such finds. Best not to dig it. Yeah, I've heard that. My niece's daughters over in Germany, they are a military family, and yeah, I have heard that they do make it very difficult if you find some of these things, unless you are working with some type of university or organization that is specifically hunting for those kind of things. I know there have been some where they have worked on locating the remains of American soldiers. And they have found dog tags and that sort of thing, and British soldiers as well. I watched this special where they were looking in Germany and I think Belgium for some British soldiers, and they were looking for their dog tags. They had mapped it all out. It was all very officially done with the government's approval. But in general, yeah, there's a lot of places you probably could get yourself in big trouble without intending to, just by finding something like that. You open this huge can of worms. In fact, I don't have it queued up tonight, but several years ago, there was kind of a parody on metal detecting that was part of the TV show Family Guy, where he is like the absolute epitome of the metal detectorist from hell. Pardon my language. He's the guy you never want to have around you detecting, digging giant holes, digging in the cemetery, you name it, he does it in that episode. It is quite funny. And I found it today, so you may get to see some excerpts of it next week. But yeah, he got himself in quite a bit of trouble. So, oh, excuse me. I have this giant cat here on my table. Em, can I have the notebook, please? Because I need to sign some people up for my Endo May gift away. Thank you. All right. There's not very many folks here. I don't get a lot of folks anymore. I don't know why. I guess I don't know. It is hysterical, isn't it, Mark? He was so bad. He's on the beach and he's like, just like detecting over people's blankets and taking their iPads and their rings out of their purses, and dug up a bunch of Purple Hearts out of the cemetery. Yeah, he's like the ultimate bad guy. I'll show you part of it next week. I just didn't have time today to get to that. Since I only have 6 people here, yeah, that's where I ran into it. But I saw it when they first ran it, and my friend and I were just falling out laughing. And I've looked for that clip before by the name of the episode, and I didn't get it to come up. And 5280 has it up there, but he didn't have it by episode name. He just had it as something like metal detecting comedy or something. And so yeah, that is where I found it, but I've been looking for it for a couple of years because we just thought that was hysterically funny. And it's very sad too, because it's people like that who are why there are laws all over the place about where you can and can't metal detect. Because in the early days, that's how people acted. That is how people acted. They were so excited about this new technology. I mean, they just had no respect for anybody's property, a lot of them. And unfortunately, that is why there are so many laws and stuff that prohibit us from following our hobby in some areas. It is absolutely hysterical. I will put some clips from it. All right, Mikey, we'll see ya. I'm going to put some clips in it from it in next week's show, and at that time I will put the link up for the whole video over on 5280's channel, and you can go watch it. It is just a riot. It is a riot. Okay, well, we've only got 6 people here, so I'm going to do a little bit different thing to pick a person to qualify for the drawing coming up at the end of May. And so here's what we're going to do, because there's only a few. You get as many guesses as you want until I see the right one. I'm eating a candy bar. I am eating a candy bar. And I want you to guess what kind of candy bar I am eating. I will give you one clue, and that is that it is a candy bar that has been made for at least 50 years. It's not a 50-year-old candy bar, but it is a candy bar that has been around for a long time. And you can guess as many times, and I'll keep a better eye than I did this morning. I headed to the creek. Snickers, Almond Joy, Hershey. Please hit the like button. Mounds, Hershey, 0. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. We have a winner. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Oops, I got so excited I opened an extra window on my screen. Stop, 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 stop. I can't believe somebody got it. The answer was provided by Silver Slinky, who said I was eating a 0 bar. And you would be correct. I have not seen a 0 bar since I was a kid. And they always made my teeth hurt. I loved them. But they made my teeth hurt. Well, I have dentures now, so I can eat all the candy bars that used to make my teeth hurt. And I, of all places, was at Walmart today, and they had 0 bars. I could not believe my good fortune. I got the last one in the box, and it was a king size, so it had 2 bars in it. So I have been sitting here munching down on my 0 bar. And that 0 bar just got Silver Slinky an entry into the drawing at the end of May. There we go. Hey. Yeah, I love 0 bars. They are hard to find. Once in a while, I would see them when I went to the hobby and craft store. They have a section there that has like old candies in it. But I have not seen one for years. And so good. So good. I was wondering if anybody would remember 0 bars. I had 3 candy bars that I loved as a kid. And all of them made my teeth hurt because we were poor and I needed dental work. So, of course, I had to have the sweetest darn candy bars I could find. And my 3 favorites were 0 bars, Clark bars, and that was when I was in 5th or 6th grade. I had a terrible crush on this guy whose last name was Clark, and so I always was buying Clark bars. And the other one was the Heath bars, the toffee ones, all of which will make your teeth hurt to high heaven, but great candy. Oh, Bit of Honey. Yeah, my mom loved Bit of Honeys. I would go all over town when she was older and look until I found a bag of the little bitty Bit of Honeys. because she absolutely loved them. And she wasn't supposed to have all those sweets and everything, but I could give her one of those little bitty ones. And that would kind of hold her over. But yep, that was a good guess there. Yeah, I'm trying to think what that goes to, Mark. I don't know. Oh, I know. That was part of the Peter Paul Mounds commercial. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. And it was for the Almond Joy and Mounds. The Almond Joy had the nuts in it, and the Mounds bar didn't. I remember now. Crazy old senile lady. And Mary Jane's, what were the black cow? Was that what it was? The ones that were, yeah, they had some good candy when we were kids. Boston baked beans that weren't beans at all. They were peanuts, chocolate covered peanuts. But yeah, I couldn't believe I found a Zero bar today. Yeah, they're really good. I never heard of Bounty. That might be something on your side of the pond. Some of our candy bars over here are named something different in Europe. I was watching this show, and our American potato chips, which are called crisps in England, Lay's is called something else over there. All right, Mike. Thank you for coming. Hit the like button on the way out. Smack the daylights out of it. I wish I'd let you hit it more than once. Oh, yeah. One more thing I want to address. I've got about 10-15 minutes left. Bounty is with coconut. Ooh, that sounds good. I love coconut. I checked my status for monetization today just because, and I lost a ton of watch hours. I was over 3,000 watch hours, and at the beginning of the year they took a bunch of them away, so I no longer have very many watch hours. Let me pull these analytics up here and tell you where I'm at, but I need watch hours. I can get the channel subbies. That's not the hard part. The hard part is getting the watch hours. And so my challenge is for the week for everybody to try and watch one of my videos and then let me know what you watched. Where's the thing here that I want to see? Image videos, customized channel. I want to see how many hours I have so we can see on next week's show how many I have. See if we can, because I know I've got less than 2,000 hours now, and I almost had my 4,000 watch hours. I've got 1,429 public watch hours. So my challenge to everyone is let's try to get me over 2,000 watch hours. If you just take time, you can do like the Ron Popeil thing, set it and forget it. Turn the video on and go do something else. You don't have to actually be sitting in front of the screen watching it. I'd prefer that you were, but I understand. What I do when I need to give somebody some watch hours is I'll turn them on when I'm getting ready to go to bed and watch them. Yeah, watch hours are per year. And see, that's what happened at the end of 2021. I didn't have quite enough, and they took a bazillion of them away. That were my 2020 watch hours. So, yeah. But yeah, you don't have to actually physically be sitting there watching them, although some of them are pretty good and you may have missed, especially some of my Georgia metal detecting ones. There was some interesting stuff in there, and some of the ones where I went with Florida Thunder digging with Rob, and I went with the Weedy Boys, and when I was down in Florida in 2020, early 2020, February 2020, right before COVID hit. So anyway, that's the challenge. No, I don't think they should take those away because people watched them. They watched their stupid ads. They watched everything. I don't think they should be allowed to take back watch hours because the people watched them. But they do, and that's how it works. Yeah, that really makes it almost impossible for a small channel to make the monetization goals. It does. It makes it very, very hard. They also took over 250 subscribers away from me. I was so close to being monetized, it wasn't even funny. I had like 960 something and almost the 4,000. Well, the reason I care, Warner, is because I have no extra money to put into the channel for things like postage and giveaways, and I desperately need a new microscope. I don't have money in my budget for those kind of things because I do live on a needs to be fixed income. So the reason I care is if I can monetize my channel, I can make a better channel. I can afford to do more things. I can afford to get to some of the places that we would like to see metal detected, but with gas being, it went up this week 10 cents in a day. It's gone up almost 50 cents in a week and a half. So that's why I care. I'm not trying to get rich. I just want to be able to provide a better channel. And in order to do that, I got to have a little extra money in the coffer. Like today, I felt very guilty because I spent $12 on cardboard holders for coins, but I was completely out. And I can't categorize any of these coins that are laying all over the place without them. So I felt very guilty. I got into my grocery money for things on my channel, and I don't want to have to do that. That's why I'm asking people. I'm not trying to create a ton of money. If I get $20 a month from YouTube, then I can do what I want to do with the channel. And I'm not going to be a pessimist about it and say, oh, I can't do it. I don't think it's unrealistic to try and make the channel support itself. I'm not trying to get 1 million subscribers. I just want to be able to fix things when they're broken and have enough money to send things out to people. All right, Carla, thank you. We'll see you later. I mean, I give away a lot of stuff, and I had to stop doing that. But I didn't want to stop doing it. But I did. And so anyway, if you don't want to watch my videos, you don't have to. I'm just saying, if you got time, turn one on, have it running while you're doing your dishes or brushing your teeth or whatever, you know. You might see something in there that's pretty good. That's exactly right, Mikey. All right, well, here's the deal, McNeil. I'm going to go over here real quick to the bot. And I'm going to pick one more person. I've got 9 people listed on the bot. I'm going to pick one more person for the for the drawing. So I'm just going to hit this button real quick and let me see. Oh, well, Werner is in Germany and I can't ship to Germany because I don't have enough money. So I got to pick somebody else. I'm sorry, Werner. And Mike is not here, I don't think. I think he left. So I'm pretty sure he told me he was leaving. Carla just left. Carla, are you still here? Boy, it's picking everybody that's gone, huh? Picking everybody that's gone. I think Carla's already gone. If she answers me, I'll give her a thing. Archaeology Mikey, I know you're here. All right, we'll put Mikey down there. Don't forget that link to Jersey Ray Diggs. She comes on at 7:30. And it's going to be a hot time over there at the Wednesday night shenanigans show. If you scroll up to the top of the live stream, you'll have a clickable link up there. Oh, goodness, I have the hiccups. So I think everybody will have enough time. She comes on at 7:30. Juice is going to be over there, and I would love for you to do that, Warner. Make some videos. Woohoo! We want to see. We want to see. All right, gang. I'm going to run get me a beverage, feed the cat, and I'll see you over at Jersey Ray Diggs at 7:30. Thank y'all for coming. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out of here. That's also something that they tell me helps with all of these analytical doodad things that they run on YouTube. I got 17 likes, so that's a good thing. And we will see y'all over at Jersey Ray's. Thank you for coming. I appreciate every one of you. Bye.